What's up? I'm Bee and welcome to my channel. I'm gonna do a new little style of video today. Back in, 2020, I started doing a few little vlogs here and there, and then obviously we got the kids. And since I do have quite a few new people here, just kind of a general disclaimer, when I say the kids, I'm referring to two children in my family that my husband and I had physical custody of for a while. We don't have any kids, but they were here, they were living with us for a while, and now they have moved to be closer to one of their biological parents. So, yeah, then we got the kids, and that for sure fell off. But I think it's fun, and I want to get back into it. So here we are. And instead of posting them on a completely separate channel, I figured depending on what I'm talking about, I'll just keep them on my Bee Haney channel. And I feel like the reason this is the perfect time to incorporate vlogging into the topic that I want to talk about is because I want to talk about family vlogging. I have had a lot of you ask me to look into specific families, whether that be in comments, DMs. Some of you have even emailed me telling me like, oh, look into this family, look into that family. Can you talk about this, XYZ? And it doesn't necessarily go with the whole focus on like personal development and religion that I feel like is really the common theme of my channel and kind of what we really focus on. But
no way!
I wonder what happened. Anyway, because that's not a world that I have ever really been interested in or watched on my own time, I don't know a lot about family vloggers. I just know that the general kind of underlying issue with family vlogging is the fact that you are exploiting your children, and a lot of times people are sharing information about their kids that maybe if they had a say, they would not want shared. You're relying on your kids for income. It puts a lot of stress on the families. And so as a concept, I don't love family vlogging. I don't think that everybody who family vlogs is the worst, but I think you just have to be really, really careful with how intense you get about family vlogging and like what your intention is when it comes to family vlogging. So I am going to meal prep for the week. I'll show you what I make for my lunches, and then while I'm doing that, I'm also going to keep watching some family vlogs because like I said, I've never been one to watch these just because I find them entertaining. That's not really my thing, but I started watching a few different vloggers this weekend, and so I don't feel like I've done enough research to do like a full-on sit-down video about family vlogging, but I just have some initial thoughts that I want to talk with you about. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm finally done with getting my lunches ready for the week, and I feel like if you're a foodie, this is like the most offensive thing to you. We've got some broccoli and zucchini spirals with salt, pepper, garlic, and a little bit of lemon juice, 3 meatballs, and some chickpea pasta with a little bit of sauce on it. Normally, I would love to just like throw it all together, coat it in sauce, but we gotta get this health train back on track. When the kids were here, for some reason, I think it's because I was constantly just going. I was really, really good about eating well. I took care of my body. I was making sure that like I was on track. And since they left, and since Rick had his surgery, and things have just been kind of weird, just, you know, it's less activity, so it's like less stressful, less going on, but it's still a process of like working through those emotions of them leaving and having Rick be at home and not working and all that stuff. And so I've kind of fallen off of track, but I am ready to get back on it. Oh, and another reason I didn't want to like mix everything together and just coat it in sauce, which I would love to do, but that does add a lot of calories, is because I need to measure out my portions. So for lunches, I'm supposed to do 2 fist-sized servings of carbs, which is my chickpea pasta, 1 fist-sized serving of veggies, which is obviously the broccoli and the zucchini, and I did like a little more. These are measured out, so this is a full cup of vegetables, so did that, and then a palm-sized portion of protein. So normally I would do like 4 or 5 meatballs, but I did not have enough meatballs to do that many every day. So I get 3 per day, and maybe I'll have some like turkey or salami if I feel like I still need more. All right, meal prep done, snack done, laundry started. I don't know if you can hear the washer and dryer going, but I can feel it because the dryer vent is right there. But all those things are off the checklist. What are the things that I've noticed in watching so many family vlogs over the past few days? First and foremost, it's just so interesting to see how the kids interact with the camera, even when they're little. I mean, I know that there are some babies who love cameras, they love being able to see themselves. So yeah, kids are gonna be aware of the camera, the baby's gonna notice it, especially if you have the viewfinder up and so they can see themselves, they're gonna be really interested. That's pretty normal. But what I'm thinking more so of is as the kids get older and they are aware that the camera's on and they're aware that people are watching them. In 2 instances specifically, there was one in an OK Baby video where they're talking about how they're going to start filming, and Kira makes a joke. She's like, okay, listen, Linda, because of that video clip. And her son says, well, it's not just Linda watching, it's everybody watching. And so knowing that he has this awareness that this camera's out, it's present in our daily lives, and there are people who see what we do was really interesting to me. And then another clip from Sunkissed Mama where they are going to Disneyland, and so all 3 kids are in the same row in the back seat, and her oldest daughter takes the camera and is filming her little brother while he's playing with a Mr. Potato Head. Like, she's getting his reaction and reporting to her mom that yes, he's smiling, yes, he's opening it. And I feel like when you're a little kid and you know that your family is filming stuff for fun, you know that they're just filming it because they want to have it for family memories, you know, you've got those home movies, that's one thing. But knowing that you have to do it every single day or most days out of the week, I just feel like puts a lot of pressure on the kids. And I just wonder what that's like to know that, like, my daily life is not my daily life. My daily life is something that gets recorded so my family can make money. Because I'm sure when they're younger, they don't quite understand that. But as they get older and as they pick up on those sorts of things, they're gonna figure it out. Plus, it's not even like with kids in Hollywood where they go to set and they go to work and then they go home. And Hollywood is not great to kids either, so I'm not trying to praise them at all. I'm just saying it's a comparison of kids in the entertainment industry. Hollywood kids go to set, do their lines, do whatever, and then go home. Family vlogging kids, their home is their set. A camera could be popping up on you at any time unless for some reason your family has scheduled filming days and times, and maybe some of them do, but I feel like more often than not it's just kind of, all right, we've got this camera rolling, or I bought you this thing and so now we have to film. And then building on that, there's also the added element of kids performing for the camera, kids interacting with the camera in a way because they know that that's the thing that their parent is focused on, and so they're gonna play it up too, so that way their parent will, one, pay attention to them, hopefully, like that's what they're seeking. It's an affection seeking behavior or an attention seeking behavior, and also they want to make their parent happy. So they're looking for attention of their parents, and they also want to make their parent happy, and so they're going to turn it on in front of a camera. And sure, some kids do like that. They enjoy being filmed. I know for me, I loved being filmed as a kid, but it was like on family road trips or at my gymnastics meets. It wasn't an every single day sort of thing. And so I just kind of wonder if having that dynamic makes a kid feel like they only have value when they are providing content for the camera, or they're only worth something when they are adding to the vlog, when they are adding to mom and dad's job. That just seems like it would be really confusing and contribute to some pretty complex self-esteem issues. Third thing I've noticed is that the parents will set up shots that make me feel like they're putting so much unnecessary work into making their vlogs, because I feel like when somebody's vlogging, I want to see them just kind of go with the flow, do whatever they're doing. Like, I want it to be authentic. I don't want to think about the work that you had to put into setting up that shot. And so one example specifically is with Oscar from OK Baby. There was one vlog where it's like carrying the weight of my family, and yeah, all the titles are clickbait. I don't even know what to say about that, but it's carrying the weight of my family, and they go to a rock climbing gym and they have to go up all of these stairs. And so you see Oscar going up all the stairs with bags, with kids, with so much stuff in tow, but the camera's literally at the top of the stairs already. And then they go into a separate room and he's still carrying everything, but the camera's all the way over there in the other room. So it's like, I'm sitting here thinking, did you leave the kids in the car and go put it at the top of the stairs and then go get everything? Or did you have an employee put it up there? Like, I'm thinking about everything it took to make that shot happen. I'm not thinking that it looks cool on camera or that I'm getting an authentic glimpse into your life. He also did that with like having a real talk about stress, and him and his fiance broke up. They're cohabitating. I am sure it's very stressful, but he just kept moving the camera all around the room for different angles while trying to have like this heart-to-heart with his audience that made it feel inauthentic. And same thing with Sunkissed Mama. There's one vlog where they're at a hotel, they're at a Howard Johnson in Anaheim, and so they're filming at the pool, doing everything. I'm like, that actually looks kind of fun. And then she sets up the camera facing her husband, and the kids as they're playing in like the little shallow pool for the baby. And in my mind, I am just sitting there thinking, are you not worried that somebody's gonna kick your camera over, steal your camera, splash water on your camera? Are you not, like, I would not be able to live in the moment. I would not be able to have fun if I had set my camera up far away from me in order to get a specific shot. That's just me. And finally, the last thing I will talk about today is something I have noticed in every family vlogger that I have watched. And again, this is not to say that every family vlogger is like this or this is true for everyone, but in the ones who have gotten really big that I have watched, this is a common theme that I have noticed, and that is that the adults appear to be stunted in their growth. And I know Josh from the Dad Challenge podcast, I feel like, is very critical of the moms for like drinking, having fun, being a little bit immature sometimes. I don't agree with that. I think moms deserve to have the most fun in the world. I think if you want to go on vacation and have a few drinks, you deserve it. You should do it. Take a shot for me. But what I am talking about is the way that they handle certain situations or the way that they speak about real life issues. And the thing that really comes to mind with this is the kind of current situation between Jess from Jess Fam and her ex-best friend Janelle. I've been watching a lot of videos on this situation and trying to get more backstory. Specifically, I've been watching videos from APOC and Sincerely Sharon, and their channels will be linked down below because they do have a lot of coverage of this entire thing. And long story short, Janelle is just like a regular person. She does have a YouTube channel. She's been in Jess Fam's vlogs back when they were friends, but she doesn't really commit to it. Like, that's not how she makes her money. She has a job off of the internet, and she did a live stream for her 30th birthday and made mention of how she and Jess were not really friends anymore. In that stream, she was really respectful of Jess. She didn't say anything super nasty. It was just kind of like, well, we disagreed on a few things and it was really hard to keep in touch, and, you know, being vague but giving a little bit of a reason. If I was Jess and I saw that, I would not be like, oh my god, how dare you. But apparently Jess took it really personally and ended up going on a live and spilling so much information about Janelle that was totally inappropriate and unnecessary, and she looked like she was having fun while she was doing it. And that's the thing that's gross for me. If I'm Jess and somebody else has done that, my ex-best friend has done that, I would probably just ignore it. I probably wouldn't say anything about it. But if you're as big as Jess is and you're getting a lot of comments about it, you're getting people questioning you about what happened, are you going to respond, all that, I think you have to take the approach that's going to allow you to address it without making yourself look bad, because why would you want to make yourself look bad? And I think that's what Jess did. her audience was going along with everything. They were really kind of encouraging her to go on and tell more and keep talking about it. But as the content creator, it's your responsibility to make sure that you are presenting yourself in a way that you're proud of. And so I feel like, purely from a PR perspective, if you have somebody speaking out against you, people are asking about it, maybe you issue just like a little bit of a statement and you say, yeah, you know, I saw her video, we definitely disagreed on some things, and so our friendship did come to an end, but I wish her all the best. And you move on, because then you're addressing it. You're saying, yes, we were friends, we had a falling out, we're no longer friends, but I don't have any hard feelings, and you look like the bigger person. And I think that that is what gets you more favor in the general public. And it's also just the mature thing to do, because Janelle didn't come on here spewing hate towards Jess. She just kind of said, like, this was a really important friendship for me and it fell apart and it sucked. So you can build on that and you can say, yeah, it really did suck, and you know, I'm sad that we aren't friends anymore. I'm sad we couldn't make it work, but I hope she's doing amazing. You've addressed it, you've commented on it, and you haven't thrown somebody who you used to really care about under the bus, and you haven't dragged yourself down to a level that you didn't need to go down to. So it does seem very high school drama, like, let me be super petty, let me giggle on live stream with everybody about how I'm talking trash about this other person. She made a lot of snide remarks in the live stream that she did about it. It was gross, it was ugly, and it really kind of shows that she is kind of emotionally stunted. I feel like a lot of times people who get famous at kind of a young age do tend to get emotionally stunted at that same level. Like, they don't mature beyond that, and I definitely see that in Jess. And I also think you see it with other family vloggers, because so much of their content is made around their kids and their kids' activities, and not necessarily having to interact with a ton of other adults. And I think that vlogging is a real job. Obviously, making content is a real job. Being a YouTuber is a real job because it makes you real money. But it's definitely a different environment. And when you are so insulated and your entire life is about making content, and you don't have that like disconnect from social media to personal time to work time to family time, it all gets blurred together, and you don't have to face certain situations or challenges that will make you mature. Those are just my initial thoughts and observations after diving into this world. Feel free to let me know if there's anything else in this realm that you want me to look into, or any families specifically. I feel like it's kind of a hard topic to cover because there's so much content that they put out, and you can watch one vlog that's just benign, I guess. Like, nothing really happens. Yeah, the kids are on camera, but maybe they're just in the background, or one of the parents is talking to the camera and the kid comes and sits, and they are really telling you more so about the thing than showing you the thing or making the kid perform. And then the next vlog you watch and it's like, holy moly, you like, this is so inappropriate. Your kid got in trouble at school and you're calling the teacher and then having a really serious conversation with your kid about why he got in trouble with the camera in his face, when probably that should have been a conversation that happened off camera, because it's really awkward and uncomfortable, and your kid probably doesn't want to have this conversation knowing it's going to be seen by hundreds of thousands of people. So I feel like this is something that like takes a lot of time and dedication to really get a full grasp on, because even with OK Baby, nope, you know what? I gotta cut myself short. I had some opinions because obviously everybody was talking about their breakup video and the content that came after, and I felt like my opinion was not really the same as everybody else's that I was seeing on the internet. And then I was like, well, let me go back and watch videos from before the breakup. And I was like, oh, opinion completely changed. But that is all I will say about that topic, because it will start me on a whole other tangent. Anyway, like I said, those are just my initial observations after finally diving into the world of actually watching family vlogs. I stand by the opinion that it's exploitative and kind of gross to rely on your children to generate an income. That's a lot of pressure for a child, and it's really not fair to put the weight of your family on your kids' shoulders, and it's really not fair to talk about private things that may have a real impact on your kids' lives in front of a public audience without giving them the opportunity to get older and understand what sharing that information means. I think it's different if you create your own content or you're a vlogger by yourself and your kids occasionally make an appearance or they are just hanging out in the background, but really it's about you, your life, your business, whatever your vlog content may be. That's different. It is really hard to be a content creator who has kids without them being at least a little bit involved. You know, maybe you're filming something and the kids running around in the background, or they're laughing, or they're sitting with you. It's kind of like, this isn't a vlog creator, but Sherilyn Dale is a true crime content creator, and she had a baby pretty recently, and so every now and then she's holding the baby, like the baby's crying and wants her mother, so dad brings her into the room and she's like, oh, say hi. Like, that's cute. That's sweet. People like seeing the baby. They're like, oh, she's so cute. But they're not watching specifically to see that kid, and Sherilyn's content doesn't rely exclusively on her child. It's just like, oh, and hi, my baby's here. I don't have an issue with that. But like I said, when you're solely relying on them to generate revenue, that's when we've got a problem. So with all that being said, feel free to leave a comment down below letting me know your opinions on family vlogging in general. Let me know your observations. And while you're doing that, if you would consider liking this video or subscribing to my channel, that would be incredible. And if you're subscribed already, thank you so much. I am so appreciative of you, and I love being able to just sit here, hang out with you, and talk about whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Please be kind to people, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.